Okay, I'm gonna show how to do the bows now. So I have it done really nicely here because I'm the best. I did this. We're just going to delete it. Faces, select it all, delete. Then we're just going to select the bow to do this. Obviously, it'll be easier. Create camera based, and that's my bow. Let's do it from the front. And then we're going to go to edges and select everything. If you can press auto seam, not working for me, but you can press it and it's just going to basically cut this top, normally just like what's on the top. Also, again, make sure to press 1 so it's easier. To cut this up, it's a bit more complicated for shape, so I'm just going to do it my way. I'm going to cut the complete top off because that's easier and it makes sense to me. Shift X, cut. I'm going to cut this corner here because it's like, this is more flat whereas this is curved. Shift X. Then I'm going to go into my model. I'm going to hide this, Control H, and then go to faces, and I'm actually just going to hide this as well because it's getting in my way of my cutting. Go back to edges, and I want to cut this and this and this and this. Shift X. I kind of just see it as like cutting off the faces. That's the best way I can understand it. The like hardest thing I had was understanding this, like when I was doing it. Obviously I pressed the entire edge, but I forgot these parts. So make sure you fix any errors. Just double check it. Like those two are selected because I've cut up there, so that's fine. Okay, that should be it. I could technically, I don't want to cut, you want less seams as possible, like the less cuts the better, but mine has more cuts because I'm a bit of a noob, so it's fine, it's fine. Faces, I'm going to select this object, I'm going to select it here, and then I'm going to move it, all of that away, and you can press seclude, isolate object here, just makes it easier to see. What I did, well, let's do unfold first. A mess, complete mess. You can do layout somewhere, arrange and layout, and it automatically just lays out for you. What I would do with such mess is, you can make it orient shells just to do something with it. A bit nicer. I will have it like this. Let's say this was an entire bow. It's not. Actually, the front one first. I would put it like that, and I'd make it like nice. So this, you don't have to do this, but obviously it's just easier for when you're texturing, just understand it. And I think also there's some things that are like really small when you cut it, and you don't want it to be really small, so you resize it to be bigger. Obviously the bigger it is, the more detail for the texture. Let's try the straighten thing, which I never use. Straighten UV shell. Let's try it here too. Straighten UV shell. See, I think that's not good. Stretching, not good. So we're gonna keep that one like this because we don't want it. We don't want it stretched like that. We could go in and try fixed it a bit, making that a bit straight. Obviously it affects everything, it's just a game of pain, really. Yeah, that did nothing, but yeah. We would want that straight, so move it up. The thing is, you have to like rotate. But obviously if I move that up, it's gonna make this less straight. Yeah, see that I'm just messing it up. So we're just gonna leave it how it was, because that's easier. That's just the easy way to do it. Okay, we have this, but that looked fine straight because it was kind of flat anyway. Does it? Hold up, that don't look right. See, it worked before when we had a nice flat object, but I guess when we have this sort of object, it doesn't look nice. So I'm not gonna straighten it. but that's a great example of what I meant. No, I just put this here. See, it all has to fit in one box. I just move it to the side so I can see it all, but it's all got to be in one box. And then this is up here. I just straighten it like that. This is all for just like when you're texturing, you can just see. It's a long process, but it's like, well, you're meant to do it in like the professional industry. Will we end up doing it? Probably not. So yeah, but this is what you're meant to do. Just organize it like that. Pretty sure you can make this one straight. That'll work. Yeah, it's so small anyway, it doesn't really matter, so you can just straighten that anyway. Put it up there, make it fit within this. And that can go up, and that can go up. You know, just like that. But yeah, this is kind of how I did it. Ooh. So I made mine look quite nice, I think. So if we go to decor, press shift, control H, no, not control H, come back, shift H to unhide. If we look at this one and press off isolate, what I did was I selected the entire bow. I had completely unwrapped it, cut it up already, and then I secluded it, and then I pressed layout along, and it instantly laid it out here. So the sizing was already done, and then I pressed W, I put it here just for keeping, and then I went to the next one, unisolated it, grabbed it, isolated again. You have to isolate it, because if I just have it selected here and press layout along, it's gonna work, but it wasn't working earlier. Yeah, so that's how I basically did it. And then once I had moved everything, I just moved it all back. I selected all of it like that, and then moved it back here, and just made it fit as best as I can, using as much space. I say, even though there's so much space there, I could make it bigger, but I didn't. But that's how you do like a more complicated object. That wasn't really much of a tutorial, was it? Just cut it. You just cut it, bro. There's a lot of tutorials to follow, but this is for our objects, I guess, so it's a bit more helpful. Ask me questions. Yeah. Ta-da! We're done.